Hi there, welcome to another educational video document in my Web3 expedition. In this video, we'll be looking at an opportunity to get yourself a YAP key NFT auction fashion. I'll be looking at the technicalities surrounding the auction, seeing whether to participate. Where needed, I'll be participating in the course of this video. You definitely want a YAP key. It's associated with this platform called YAP Market, which relies on Kaito data to enable anyone institute opportunities and pay out Kaito to participants. So typically, if you are, uh, a an entity or an enterprise and you want to run a campaign through Yap Market, there is a portal that enables you do so. Specifically, you simply need to click on Be an Activator, and you can use that to set up a campaign such as these on display here. One campaign which I'm participating in is by Hemi, a known project. There's another one that I'm intending to participate in by estate X. Now, if I were to participate in this, I'll end up earning Kaito. We all know the relevance of Kaito. It's associated with this project called Kaito AI, whereon you would connect with your X account, and then Kaito AI begins to track your social contributions on X with respect to Web3 projects and then reward you eventually with airdrops. Now, there are also airdrops specifically for staking Kaito. So, where you can earn Kaito for free, stake it, it's a good deal. Okay, now the interesting thing with Yap Market, uh, I see it as quite an annex of Kaito. It allows for projects, for example, that cannot afford, assuming there is a fee to list an entire leaderboard on Kaito, cannot afford that, they can institute the opportunity themselves and put Kaito as incentive, considering that Yap Market relies on Kaito, data. So that's how I see it, and I see the future for this platform. Uh, you know, s- Along with the evolution of Kaito itself, this is bound to flourish. Now, the NFT is a scarce collection of 369 only. Now, that's why I'm interested in this, the scarcity element of it, and also the perks. They've been intently crafted out, uh, and I fancy those perks. So now that you have a gist of what the platform is, let's look at the perks of having this NFT. So, bid, just a moment. Okay, you don't have it here. Okay, so we would find it on their X account. By the way, this is an auction of just 69 NFTs, meaning that there are still some NFTs perhaps uh, that will be kept for the main NFT sale. I don't know if that will be an auction type of event or same pricing. There will be whitelisting and all that eligibility for you to participate. I'm sure there will be. It's going to likely be a gated event. That's why I'm participating in this, just in case you end up not having whitelist spots. You have the opportunity of getting it here. Another reason I'm considering this is because there's 1 day, 9 hours left, and there are only 23 bids with 46 spots left. So there just may be a chance of getting in, you know, and this is quite stealth. So if you look at Yap Market, they've not really announced it public, like put notice of it, and they've also distributed some of it for free in different community campaigns. You get the gist. So let's go to Yap Market very quickly, and we will look at the utility of the NFTs. So first of importance is it's going to give you $369 worth of the YAPS token. So this is evidence that there will be a token. It's called YAPS. Just so getting the NFT, besides the utility of the NFT itself, you'll be getting $369 worth of the YAPS token. Now, that's huge in itself. Besides that, the NFT has utility. So 15 minutes early access to Yap jobs. Over the course of time where there are more lucrative job opportunities on here, more participants, there will hardly be spots when you arrive, you know, and I've experienced it before as well, where I'm interested in a opportunity and I get there, all the slots have been taken. Now, these are open, for example, and likely this is open because it's a long, this is like weeks long, the campaign here. This is 1 week. People prefer the shorter campaigns. Like this is 1 day. So typically, you know, the campaigns are exhausted. The spots are exhausted very quickly, such that you will not be able to join. Now, at the moment, for example, this one, this is almost taking up. So imagine where there are so many renowned projects coming here to launch their campaigns, or individuals as well. Then you would struggle to find a spot. The NFT will allow you, guarantee you a spot. If you are present at the inception of the campaign, you'll have 15 minutes ahead of the others. So depending on how active you are on the platform, you'll be able to get access to these jobs, you know, irrespective of whether they get filled up later on. 2 YAP jobs per day upgradable. Now I don't know what this means exactly, because uh, I'm not sure there's a limitation at the moment for entering YAP jobs. I'm not very sure, but 2 YAP jobs a day, reduce cooldowns. I also don't know what this means. You know, maybe you participate in a campaign you don't fulfill, and then you're uh, penalized, preventing you from joining YAP jobs. Maybe the NFT will help you cool down faster. I would assume so. Then NFT royalty share. This is an interesting value proposition. So it's a scarce collection. The NFT starts to generate volume when, you know, based on the open markets, and has royalty incorporated. You would be sharing, just 369 people will be sharing that. I believe that's another good deal. So these are well crafted utilities for the NFT, exclusive campaign access. You know, imagine, you know, certain campaigns where only NFT holders can access it. Then monthly 5K competition entry. Now, of course, they can also evolve these utilities, iterate more, as you know, in alignment with the project evolution. So now there are auction bonuses. Top 10 in the leaderboard will get 3 months free on Grow Kaito. This is a partner project. It's like an AI project that helps you improve your, you know, Kaito endeavor. This sub is worth $60 in value. One random winner gets a free NFT, meaning that your entire bid amount will be recovered or refunded. All bidders earn YAPS streak points, which convert to YAPS. Points scale with your bid amount. So basically, besides this, you would also earn points streak, which will result into YAPS. The higher your bid amount, the more YAP streak points you'll be getting. Then flaunt your bid, use the Twitter message button after bidding, show off your auction badges, stuff like that. So we're here now. Let's see how the, you know, the mechanics of the process, the rules. So it says place your bid with Kaito. So you'd be contributing Kaito, share your handle for the leaderboard, craft your victory message, 30 characters. So top 69 bids secure a key NFT. Now, you know, we never know. Towards the end of the campaign, people can rush in. Even me, you know, that's what I look at for this auction type situation. Generally, I don't like much of, you know, the auction type of uh, sale events, but I see the chances of gaining entry in this, or, you know, a competitive chance. I would prefer the traditional sale event. I'm also doing this for my audience because, you know, I've preferred this to some people and they want a tutorial. So I generally do this helpful tutorial. So this will help them. So, and I also do it to gather data from the experience and to contribute to the project. Projects that I use, I generally contribute in some fashion. So, fair pricing, all winners pay only the clearing price, which is the 69th highest bid. Now, I don't know what. So it's very possible. Now, based on this, let me explain that very quickly. So, say, uh, oh, this is where we are at. Uh, Let's do this. Okay. So say that, there are, I believe that there can be more than 69, 69 participants. I believe so. I may be wrong, but I believe there can be more than 69 participants where they will now have to compete on the leaderboard. Now, this is not very competitive considering that it's not yet filled up. But assuming it's filled up, say there are more than 69, then people will start to up their entry price. And then the 69th person's price is what everyone will end up paying. Meaning that if you bid lower than the 69th person's price, you will end up getting a refund, meaning that you didn't gain an entry. So you see at the bottom 23rd, 269. So these ones at the bottom, they are increasingly, it goes up increasingly, y- y- so you get the gist. As is, let's say that the auction ends like this, everyone will pay 269, something like that. Okay. So um now fair pricing, all winners pay only the clearing price, which is the 69th highest bid. 69th highest bid. So it's not necessarily the 69th position, it's the 69th highest bid. Okay, so you get the gist. So let's say there are 100 people here. When you go from up till the 69th position, whatever bid is there is what everyone will pay. Okay. Um Now, I don't know. I'm not good with this auction stuff. So I'm just, trying to understand the context here. Peace of mind. Lowest bid on the leaderboard wins. If there aren't 69 total bids, the lowest bid over 269 Kaito will be the NFT price for all. So it may be recommended to put above, at the very least, 269 Kaito. Automatic refunds. Any excess Kaito is refunded to winners within 48 hours of the auction end. So after you have paid the end price, whatever is excess will be refunded to 48 hours. You know, by the way, you should do your due diligence. This is just me documenting my own due diligence. Non-winners, bidders outside the top 69 will get full refunds of their bids. So total spot 69 NFTs, minimum clearing price 269 Kaito, duration extended till 20th, top 10 bonus. We've seen all this already. So points, YAP strict points will convert to YAP tokens at YAP market TGE. Then leaderboard updates happen every 60 seconds. Okay, so let's see if I were to place bid, what happens? So it looks like you need to connect your X account first. So I don't know, if you can connect any X account or it has to be your Kaito one. I would believe it's independent of that. So you can connect any X account. All posts you can view, any account you can view. Okay. Mm, why is it not connecting? To access your X account. Wow. So it looks like I will not be able to complete this tutorial because there is a struggle with connecting. Okay, so you need to refresh. Okay, so place bid. Let's see. Um, Initial bid must be 269 kaito, minimum 1 kaito thereafter. So it looks like you can up your bid as well. So even if you put 269, if you want to, it's getting closer to the end of the event and you decide you want to up your bid, you can iterate with a minimum of 1 kaito. So you can come here and bid on top of your existing bid. Okay, so uh let's see. So 272.6. Let's just put this entire. Um, I don't know if it will accept that, but let's see. Okay, 272.6. Oh, it cannot. So 272. So this is my very definition and ambition. If you don't know, start passing Google Web3 handle, no bidder, 272. Okay. Share connect wallet. It's my first time interacting, by the way. Connect website. Hmm. This transaction gives permission to withdraw your tokens. Global to this contract. This transaction may result in irreversible loss. This is not insured. So that's anyway. Not everybody uses Pocket Universe. So let's see. You're giving someone else permission to spend this. If you desire, you can revoke thereafter. But in this case, it's okay like this. This is what I want spent. Afterwards, you can then revoke if you desire. You can use revoke cash and all that. So spending, spender, permission to withdraw, spender. Okay. So this is the actual spend. How come Kite Pocket Universe doesn't know Kaito? Mm, so 272, you're sending this. Okay. You can also revoke on the base scan. Now I'm telling this for my audience. Okay, so if you go base scan, you can also revoke there. So let's see, send this to this. Okay. So let's see, transaction tokens, verify contract. Okay, so you can use this if you want. Okay, so bringing us to the end of this video, I think everything about this you now know. Let's refresh this. Okay, and this is my position, top 20 at the moment. Of course, this can change. There's still a lot of time. Bringing us to the end of this video, if you have questions, you can ask me via airdropc.com. Scroll down towards the bottom and use this contact form, this Telegram, or this Twitter. Also, subscribe to Airdrop Reminders, submit your email here. I'm working on 100 solid airdrop prospects. Each will have its own publication tutorial coming to subscribers soonest. So submit your email here. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome, take action.